Well, I went back and checked the Five and Dime to see if there was any HHN 2024 updates. There's not yet, but I went and watched Abigail on Friday. I've been waiting for this movie for like when their first announcement, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. And I watched it on Friday night, and then on Saturday night, I actually watched The Exorcist Believer. And I am going to let you know right now, if The Exorcist Believer deserved a house, Abigail's definitely going to get a house. I mean, that movie is set up from the moment go to the very ending of it for a house. I mean, just everything about that movie's got house written all over it. I mean, it's almost like they made the movie specifically to do an HHN house. So if that house, well, that movie's not a house, I don't know what deserves a house. I mean, that movie was just really good. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the little girl as a vampire. Everything about the movie was really good. The comedy was good in it. The scares were good in it. The acting was good. I just really enjoyed the whole movie. But it just, to me, watching Exorcist Believer blew it out of the water. So, and they announced that house like 2 weeks before The Exorcist even opened up in theaters. So that's the reason I'm saying Abigail's got to get a house this year. Be very surprised. But don't want to give anything away in that, but it was just really, I enjoyed that movie. So reminded me of being a young 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old staying up on Saturday night watching Chiller. So I don't go to a lot of those types of movies, but really enjoyed that one. But let's head over to Portofino. So I had somebody say something along the lines of they thought that the Hard Rock was actually up for a renovation here. It seems like to me that when we stayed here a couple of years ago for HHN, they had already or were in the process of painting at that point in time. I'm sitting here looking at the outside of the building, and I'm seeing very little staining or runoff. There's a lot right there at those two outfall pipes for rainfall, but I'm not seeing anything else to indicate that they need to do any type of work here or painting. It seems like this has already been done. So I just got that confirmed. I had thought they painted this 2 years ago. So the Hard Rock has just already been renovated. And we were here when they were painting it, because I know we got a reduced rate for our rooms at that point in time. But let me see if I can make my way back out here to the walkway. So I guess this answers my question here. So this is I don't know how long this is going to take me here to do this, but yes, the walkway is closed right now. The walkway to Portofino, the walking path to theme parks and city walk. So it's pointing me back in this direction here. So I guess I'm going to have to walk all the way around to get to Portofino. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So I'm going to check the time. So it's 4:59 right now. So it took me 15 minutes. And I actually did stop and talk to a couple of people over at Hard Rock. But I don't know how this is going to work out for me here. I don't know if I'm going to have to go all the way around or what here. I'm going to have to figure this out. But I'll let you know. No, well, since I'm here, I don't really, I guess I really don't need to walk around too much even though I did want to go into the Thirsty Fish. I'm going to figure out how to get in here. But anyway, the construction, as you can see, is almost finished over here on the east wing. They got a lift there. It looks like they got some guys working on a window or framing a window or doing some painting right there. Maybe doing some molding around that window. The scaffolding is down almost completely on the east wing. So, and the screening looks like they might even be letting you walk through there now. So we'll walk up and walk around and see if I can get in that way. But it looks like they starting to paint there in the center. So it might be another week, I would say, that right there above Sal's, Mamadellas. Those scaffoldings will probably start coming down within a week, but we'll go in and check it out. So I made the right decision here. They've got the walking path on the other side. So the walking path is over on the east side. I've never been on this walking path before, so I'm going to do a lot of filming here. It's running right beside the entrance road coming in to Portofino Bay. There's the DoubleTree up ahead of us, but yeah, the painting looks really good in here so far. I mean, it really brightens it up from what I remember last year, or just even 6 months ago, what it was looking like. But we'll walk on up here and check it out. Looks like we're going to go by the Hilltop Pool, and we'll see if that is open, so I won't have to walk back up that way. But that whole east side, they had blocked that off, so it's open now. So that's how you walk over. You come over to the east side, and you're right beside the entrance road going in, so you're not going in on the water taxi side. And Hard Rock is just right there through the trees. So it looks like somebody couldn't make the curve here. Looks like they run off the road here. Took out a light pole, because a light pole should have been right there where that conduit electrical is sticking up out of the ground. So somebody's a bad driver. So this walkway has just been opened back up since last week. So the Hilltop Pool is back over here, and back over there is the west side in the main part of the building. A few boards to the left up over where they're putting new windows in. That's exactly what they did here. They redid all the siding, new windows, looks like. New molding, new paint. Looks really good. So the Hilltop Pool is open now, and it's open from 8 o'clock to 8 p.m. It's a small pool, but you can see it's probably pretty quiet up here. And that's what I would probably enjoy about it. Starts off at 3 feet and goes to 5 feet. So good sized pool. So what I've been suggesting is for people to actually suggest to them to stay in the east side. It doesn't look like you're going to have a choice here within the next month or so. It looks like that side there will be completely shut down. They've already replaced the windows in the corner there, from right here, from that pole back, which would actually be from the Thirsty Fish back to the main building. That has those windows look like they're taped up and have already been replaced. Windows in the main part of the building have been replaced. So you can hear the noise behind me here. They went by me with a scaffolding truck, but they are jerking the windows out and resealing and doing all that. So that's what they're doing here. So it takes a lot of work to get that done, but you can see the paint job here. I mean, this paint looks really good. I've only seen a couple of spots in it that didn't look like they were going to have to come back and touch up. But looks really good. I see everything up there has been redone. Windows. Yeah, it's just, that looks really good. So let's walk on through. And I'm going to try to pick some brains and see what else is going on over here. See if they're just working on the harbor side, or they're going to work around to the outside. But the Hilltop Pool is open now. Someone made a comment, I guess it's been a comment in the on Google, that the noise in 8 o'clock to 8 p.m. I've been over here, I think, twice now at 6 o'clock, and they've pretty much shut down work. I mean, they might be outside talking or something like that, but all the activity as far as hammering on stuff or sawing has been shut down. But I mean, I don't think I would have any problem staying over here right now. I know you've got a lot of money in this, and that's easy for me to say, not putting that money out. But this was under renovation when we were here 2 years ago, I believe. Now, if my memory serves me correct, this wall right here, which is right here beside the entrance, there's the tower But all of this out here has already been done, I believe. I mean, that piping looks pretty bad there, but this all looks relatively redone here. So, but yeah, they've switched over to painting up there now. Looks like it might have a window there on that right side to put in. All right, so Mama Della's is open. My favorite, one of my favorite restaurants on property, even though it's at one of the resorts, and I would probably not have, from what food I have eaten in the resorts, I would probably not have any problem whatsoever for leaving an hour or for an hour and a half to come over here and eat at Sal's and get that meatball sandwich. I mean, that meatball sandwich is great. I thought about having one tonight. Trattoria de Porto is not open right now. They're using that as a staging area. I can actually see a lot of the paint and stuff in there. But let's see here. Let's go check out the beach pool first, and then we'll head over to the resort pool. All right, so I can see up to the resort pool from here. There is nothing going on back here other than them blocking off this walkway upstairs going over towards the Thirsty Fish and Beach A. But yeah, there's scaffolding right here, but as far as being able to see or hear anything from the beach pool, you can't, I don't think you really hear anything. Now at the resort pool, I don't really see anything actually going on back here either. So you're not going to hear anything back here. Maybe if you come out here in this open space here and you look over the top of the building, you might see some scaffolding from the other side. But there's really nothing going on over here right now. So I would expect if they do move back here, it will be probably in the fall. But I don't think they're scheduled to come back here for some reason. Even though I do see some shutters. Look at the shutters up there. Completely gone for fake windows there. So there's one. I mean, you might as well just say three of those are completely gone there. So yes, they will be back here at some point in time. But the question is when. And will they actually be doing any windows or anything back here, or have they already done them? So I don't know if this has already been done back here or not. From the looks of these shutters right here, they've not touched these shutters in a while back here. I mean, you can see the warping in them. But I'm gonna turn into a Thirsty Fish here. Now I know why I stay club level when we stayed here. It's $10 for that Peroni there. But anyway, timelines. The should be done by middle of May here with what they're doing. This is what they're shooting for. It's a pretty hefty. I would say at least the third week of May would probably be more like it. And then Trattoria del Porto will be opened up hopefully by Mother's Day. It's completely redone in there, so it looked really good. So that's good. I'll come over and do another breakfast review when they open up. The rest of the renovation, November, will be shutting down and starting back on the west side over here. Beachside pool. So next winter they'll be doing the finishing it up. So that's your timelines for everything. Should be finished by the third week of May here with this. Open Trattoria del Porto Mother's Day, starting the rest of the West Wing at the beach pool and the resort pool in November of next year. So probably right after HHN, they'll be starting that. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side. Stay frosty. Remember, Universal is calling your name.